Here from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you always need to bring your best in terms of dress wear.
Ooh, Ed, I got the really good stuff on today. I spent a lot of money in the stores, probably more than I should have. But you know what? Let's focus on the game.
The credit card bill is on its way. So is the start of this one. The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Now Paul with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
It's Phoenix ball. To Booker. Oh, he had him there for a second. Booker's shot off the mark. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Free throw is good. Gets the three-point play. It's quickly 5-0. Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Durant could not throw it down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
LeBron James. LeBron James. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Russell to James. Lakers down to 4 in the shot clock. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Durant.
Get into it.
Paul. A shot no good there for Booker. Los Angeles has the basketball. Russell to James. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
With a drop step. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Russell into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. To James. Can't connect from in close. Paul to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Booker to Paul. The drive right to the basket. Kevin Durant. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Russell. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Paul across the timeline. Down just a couple. Off the pro hop. Strong footwork.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Russell. James. To Russell. James. The big man. Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix has the ball. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Team foul number 3.
Troy Brown at the line. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Durant with the basketball up top. The score 10-8. Stuffs it down with authority.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Paul with it up top. It's 12-10. To Durant. Oh, had him going there for a second. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron into the front court. It's a one-point game, 13-12. Davis to Anthony. Knocked loose. Taken by the Suns. Durant. Schroeder with the board. Davis. From the painted area, won't go down. Phoenix with it. To Durant. Oh, he had him there for a second. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder, trailing by 4. to Mo Bamba. Oh, nice find for the basket.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Durant. Kevin Durant. He's now shooting 5 for 7. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Anthony. Well, their first three, and they're right back in it, within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got the dogfight.
Kevin Durant has it.
Defense, let's go.
Nothing going here on that drive.
In the first quarter.
Take stock of the floor. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Durant. It's no good. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
I got ball. Key up, baby.
Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Durant. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And he makes them both. Lakers ball. Schroeder. Sizing up the defense. To Anthony. It goes down.
The assist from number 15, Carmelo Anthony.
First quarter is complete. The Suns have the lead. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
And Kevin Durant, unguardable. Hands in his face, he still hits the three. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it, on the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Lakers at the controls right now. Schroeder to Anthony. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. Durant across the timeline. Up by 6. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Anthony. Kevin Durant sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Schroeder. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. And it's Warren with the rebound. Over to the right side, to Durant. Short jumper off the mark. And he's going to the free throw line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Paul into the front court. His team up by 7. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Russell picked up by T.J. Warren. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Here's James for 2. LeBron James. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Durant. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Durant. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. LeBron defended by Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
LeBron James, 4 out of 10.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Booker's shot, no good. Russell with it up top. They trail by 7. James. To Russell. The screen sets him up for 2.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Suns control the possession. Booker to Durant. Surveys the floor to Paul. 4-3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Yes, D'Angelo Russell. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
Here's CP3. James. And the rebound comes to Durant. Into the front court, it's Booker. Up 6. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Durant. It's Paul for 2. The shot, almost. Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 3, Anthony Davis. And number 7.
Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 of 4 now. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Jumper's good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Paul to Booker. DeAndre Ayton to Durant. Beyond the arc for three. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
To James. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. James. No good. Booker with it. It's a 9-point lead. Has a chance. Look out. Devin Booker. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LBJ to Davis. James driving right to the basket. Kevin Durant swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Booker. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
He was hacked. They let it go. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys leading by 14. Screen coming. Oh, had him going there for a second. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Schroeder to Russell. Kevin Durant pins it. Here's Paul controlling the offense. To Durant. Paul. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Russell into the front court. Down a bundle. Trying to cash in. Russell with a shot no good. Paul into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. To Durant. Can't connect from in close. Russell with it up top. His guys down big. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Schroeder with the basketball. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Dennis Schroeder, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. A shot at the buzzer. Look out, Devin Booker. Now 4 for 9. Long heave from three-quarters court. Time expires to end the first half. The Suns lead it big.
The Suns. Thanks for...
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Durant gets it in the left corner. Paul to Durant. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
Kevin Durant snatching it out of the air. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for two.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Anthony Davis at the line for two shots. For his career, 79% at the line. And hits the first free throw.
Keep working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Come here, set the screen.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Booker. Off the mark.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
And he can't convert the free throw. Now Paul with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Screen coming. Paul. Down to 5 on the 24 with a drop step. Not that time. Gets a look. Can't hit. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Nice pass to set things up. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
LeBron into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. They'll get it down to Davis. To James. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. To Booker. Oh, he had him there for a second. Has a chance. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
James to Davis. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Russell, down low for Davis. To James, trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Paul across the timeline. Up a dozen. To Durant. Devin Booker buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
LBJ with it. Oof. Doesn't look good here, and LA's going to have to make some changes. You hate to see anybody get hurt. That appeared to be a lower body injury. First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Paul with it up top. They lead it by 14. Deep left corner. Booker. Oh, had him going there for a second. And scores. Strong take.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Russell. To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. 4 out of 7.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Into the front court. It's Booker. His guys holding the big lead. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis. Kevin Durant able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Booker with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Durant to Booker. From long range, they have to keep him in their grasp.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Rises for the slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
With a drop step. Kevin Durant.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Schroeder. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Carmelo Anthony at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. To Booker. Down to Warren. Around the perimeter. Booker. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Has a look. Booker's shot off the mark. Here's Schroeder with it. He'll run the offense. To Davis, down low. Shot from the lane, won't go.
Hey, switch, I got him. Screen.
They'll get it down to Booker. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Schroeder. Here comes the screen. The drive, right to the basket. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Booker.
1
The Suns with 4 to shoot. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Schroeder curling inside. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Here comes the screen. Schroeder guarded by T.J. Warren. And the Suns right there for the rebound. To Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. Booker against Schroeder. Count the basket.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Los Angeles, they have it. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Free throws coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Lonnie Walker at the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Into the front court, it's Booker. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. Terrence Ross picked up by Carmelo Anthony. To Booker. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Hey, feed
Lakers
me,
ball.
I'm hot.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Suns dominating so far. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and they have really not shown up tonight. This has been a very disappointing performance.
I mean, they've been outplayed in every facet of the game, shooting, rebounding, even taking care of the ball. Even the managers of the opposing team are running out there faster to clean up the floor than their managers are.
Suns with the basketball. Probing the defense. Here's Durant for 2. Knocks it down off the step back.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Rejected.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's now 4 for 6.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year, averaged around 16 a game, the lowest total of his 15-year career.
Wow. With a drop step, Durant has a chance. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Schroeder. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's Suns ball. Durant. Probing the defense. To Durant. Goes to the left side. Off the mark. Well contested.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
No good. Defense catching a break there. To Durant. Gets it in the left corner. To Durant. And he hits.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Down a bundle. To Anthony. With a drop step. Send it away. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Anthony Davis lets it fly with the basket after a nice drop step.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
They'll get it to Durant. Fires the three, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
It's Phoenix ball. Paul, here again Schroeder. Takes stock of the floor. Paul to Durant. Paul. And he knocks it down, Jay. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
The follow won't go either. Paul to Durant. Oh, he had him there for a second. Durant to Paul. Durant. No good. That's great defense. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Durant. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Count the bucket for two.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
Durant. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Lakers at the controls right now. Russell To Davis. Anthony Davis. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Missed a wide open look. Russell into the front court. His guys down big. They go down to Davis.
Shut up.
Off the assist.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Paul to Booker.
With the screen.
With a drop step. Scores from the post.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Durant to Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Chris Paul, he's been doing that for years. Wide open look, and he buries it. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
And he'll head to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Paul into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. No good. To Russell. The jumper's off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Oh, I had him going there for a second. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul cleans it up. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. To Durant. Shot won't go. Russell with it up top. Looking to make something happen to Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Number 35, Kevin Durant.
To Davis. Anthony. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. To Anthony. For 3. And the rebound taken in by the Suns. 20-footer at the buzzer. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezi. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns were simply amazing in this contest. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points to the Phoenix Suns. The Lakers really lost big in this matchup, and you could tell it was tough on them.
And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Defense.
The Phoenix Suns put on the pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
Kevin Durant
Read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
that